Hey y'all, it is welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I got a story time for you. I know. Stop the clapping. Chill. I don't really do story times because part of me is like, do I want to tell y'all the story times? And the other part of me is like, I do. And then I end up just not doing it because it's like, I don't know if this is a story time per se. I guess it's more of like a lesson or just like just a little thing about me that happened that I experienced. I'm here to tell my story. I'm here to come out today and tell you guys the truth and just express the way that I'm feeling and just all the emotions. But today I'm going to be telling y'all of this horror story about one of the piercings that I had, bro. And I'm gonna give you out a whole like backstory about what happened and how we got to the point that we got to. So it's 2021. It's like I'll say like January, February, and I'm like been seeing people going around whatever getting this industrial piercing. So I'm like, okay, like she looks kind of cute, and I know I can eat that. Like I know that would look so good on my ears, and I know it would just it would make it pop, right? Like when you get a piercing, you gotta commit. Like you can't just go get a piercing then forget about it and just whatever. Like you gotta think about if you actually want to get the piercing or not, and if you want to sit up there clean it, you gotta think about the aftercare. You gotta think about what's after, because it may look cute when you get it, but after, you know what I mean. It's like an aching thought in my head. Like I was not thinking about it that heavy, but obviously every time I would see it, I'd be like, should I get the piercing? Is it a sign? Should I hop on the wave? Like, what is it? 2021 was the year I graduated from high school. So I had prom coming up in a couple months, and I'm like, you know what? Like I kind of want to, get this piercing, whatever. So the first ever piercing that like I got was my nose piercing that I still have. Like she never gave me no problem. She been here for me. She was sticking it out. She's been good. I never had no issues with her. So I got that pierced after my 18th birthday. And then in May, like before prom and everything, 'cause the plan was to get it before prom and let it heal, you know what I mean? And then have that prom looking cute, looking nice. It wasn't, just wait. So I had posted like, oh, I want to get my industrial piece and on my private story. And this girl I was cool with was like, I want to get it too. And we was like, okay, like let's just get it together. And we set up an appointment, and we was like, all right, we about to go get these piercings. So we get to the appointment, whatever. It's time to get our ears pierced. Like it's the time is here. I don't remember if I went first or she went first, but everything I heard about the piercing, like I knew it was gonna hurt. Like some people saying it was a 10, some people was like, oh, it was a quick pinch, some people were saying it was the worst pain they've ever experienced. Some people was like, I didn't even feel it. Like, so I was like, I didn't know like where on the spectrum I was. Because when I first got this piercing, it hurt, but I didn't cry. Like, it wasn't like it was hurting, like I couldn't bear the pain. Like it was just a quick little, and then it was cool. Like the pain was like a 6.5. But going into getting this piercing, mind you, the first time I got this piercing, because I got it twice. You would have thought the first time I would have learned, but I didn't. The time I got it, I wasn't expecting it to hurt that bad. I wasn't expecting it to be that painful. I'm like, it's probably gonna be a quick little do. But when you're getting a piercing, like, okay, I'm getting a piercing. Like, I'm not gonna, it's quick. But the thing about an industrial piercing is that you gotta kind of get two piercings. Like it goes through your ear twice, so it's not just like one little jab and you're done. It's like one, and then they gotta do the whole other side. I'm not expecting the pain level to be that bad, but I know it's gonna hurt. He's like, are you ready? I'm like, yeah, I'll never sit in the chair shaking the shit, whatever. And then he goes in for the kill. Like, obviously I didn't cry, I didn't move, like, but the piercing hurt. On a scale of 1 to 10, like 10 being like I will never do this ever again, like I'll never get my ear pierced ever again, to like it was nothing, like it was like an 8. You know what I mean? It was 8. It wasn't that bad enough for me to not get it again, because like I said, I got it again. But on a scale of 1 to 10, like I'll give it a solid 8. 8.5, maybe even a 9, because the piercing really does hurt. And the second time around it hurt less, only because I kind of expected the pain. So I get the piercing, cool. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. Everything's chill. I was already prepared. I already got my sprays and my ointments and all my little stuff to clean it. And I already looked up videos. Like I was so prepared to get this piercing, which is why I was so mad and was so irritated when it just went the way it went. So prom comes around, and it's time for, get dolled up, get cute, get what you need to get done. So I'm getting my hair done, and like the piercing is fresh. And I was getting a little wigging. So I was getting my hair braided down, I didn't have locks at this time yet. I couldn't just, you know, strap it down and try to, I had to get my natural hair like braided down. So I'm letting it braided down, and it just keeps getting hit. Like it's just getting hit, it's getting hit, and it's getting hit. And the person that's braiding it, it's not doing it on purpose, but it just keeps happening. So it's just like every single time, like, and this side was done first, so it was just like, you know, you know, like, but the braids were obviously done very well. They were good, but it just, my piercing just kept getting hit. And it's like, when you're doing your hair, you're gonna expect to hit your ear. So I wasn't even mad. It was just the fact that, like, it was just hurting so bad, and it was getting irritated, and I knew like it was getting hit was gonna irritate it because my skin is already sensitive. So it's like, it's getting hit and it's irritated and the piercing is fresh and it's an industrial. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. But I did it, and this is why I ended up the way I did. Getting my hair braided, and okay, that's over with. I'm cool. And when my hair was braided, I cleaned it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let it rest, whatever. Time to install the wig now. I think one of the worst pains is getting hair trapped on a piercing, any piercing. I'm like, even a nose ring, even a regular, any piercing, getting hairs caught on it is the worst thing. And yeah, that was one of the worst pains I experienced in my life. Getting my hair stuck on, like, wrapped, literally. I don't know how, the physics behind it, I just don't understand how, but getting it wrapped around like the piercing and then having the hair tugged, I'd rather walk on glass. After my hair was done, I just cleaned it and just left it alone, you know. But at that point, it just was getting so irritated, and it was like stuff I was doing too. Like, I would hit it on accident, or like I said, hair would get caught around it, or like when I was getting my hair done, it was just getting hit. Like, all that stuff combined would just made it like the piercing was like so ugly. It was nasty. Like, it was not looking cute. Like, I couldn't even wear like my, like, I couldn't even do like this and like have, you know, a little moment with the piercing and have it out. I couldn't even do that because it just looked a mess. Obviously, when you get like a piercing, like, your ear may be a little swollen for a little bit, but the swelling did not go down. Like, my ear was just fat as hell. Like, it was just big. She was just swollen, and like, this side would always be okay, but this, like, right here, this specific spot where, like, obviously, man, my hair is getting caught more and stuff, like, it was just bad. Like, you would get like keloids on it, and I hated like having like my piercing with a keloid, because people like, oh, you know, people like, you can't hide an industrial piercing when you get it done. Like, especially the hairstyles that I was doing, my hair was either up or I put it to the side, or I was doing a side part, like something, and you would see my ears. Like, you're gonna see them, so you can't hide it. Someone's like, oh, you got industrial, let me see it. Ooh. Like, nobody wants to see. Summertime was around, so it was extra hot. So that's when, like, you really, that's why, like, if I were to ever get a piercing, or like recommend anybody when to get a piercing, it would be during the fall or during the winter, because they don't be as hot, and you don't be like, I don't really sweat too much in this area, but when I did sweat, when it was hot, so I would have to like constantly just keep cleaning it and cleaning it and cleaning it. But I feel like everything that I had already done was done. And it being the summertime and it being hot and me being like out all the time, and like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I would forget to clean it like once like a day, or like, say I'll clean it like every morning, like, and I usually clean it like 2 times a day. I would like clean it in the morning, and then I'd be out the whole day and like forget, or just be doing something else and just forget. And it's like, you know, it's not helping either. It's not helping either. I was fighting with this person. I was like, I would make TikToks or make videos and have to literally like hide the ear, because it was looking a mess. And it's like, the piercing is so cute, like, and if you have the ears for it and the body for it, do it. But if you're like me, where you just hella sensitive to like getting piercings, like, even if it looks cute, don't do it. Like, it's not worth your skin and your body going through that. Like, it's not. I wish I would have felt this way when I felt the way, but I just wanted to start fighting with this person, fighting with the person, fighting, and she's just not healing. Like, industrial piercings take, I think, like 6 months to a year to heal. And at this point, I got it in, when was it, May of 2021, and I took that piercing out 2022, either February, March, May. I know I think I took it out before the summertime, but no, I definitely took it out before the summertime. I didn't have the industrial piercing for the summertime, and that was the most peaceful. Like, I could lay on this side, and the thing is, when I took it out, that like spring slash winter, whenever it was, like it almost healed immediately. Like I took it out, I just felt like, whoo, like I just felt relief. And it was just like, it had, the swelling came down within like, I say like 48 hours. And it wasn't bothering me no more. It would never really itch. It would just like hurt. It would just hurt. It would never really itch. It would just hurt. Like it would just hurt. Or it would just be like uncomfortable. Like you just know when something is there, and it's just like this aching, just like feeling. Like it would just feel like a heartbeat in my ear. Like like it was bad. I feel like the timing that I did it was just bad timing, considering it was almost summertime and I had stuff to do. I was like, I kind of miss her. You know, I kind of miss my girl. Like, yeah, I kind of miss her. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get it back. But like I said, I was really sitting up there contemplating, like, should I get it? Should I get it? Should I get it? I was asking my private story. I was asking my close friends. I was asking whoever. I was like, should I get this? Should I get this? And I'm just like, yeah, it's gonna look cute. It's gonna look cute. But me in my head, I'm like, I know my body, but it's like, maybe if I get it for the second time, like it'll do good because I'll know how to take care of it. I'll actually like be serious about it, be on it. That's not what happened. It was either like September, October. I went to go get my industrial piercing back, and this, my second holes re-pierced because they had closed. I had issues with them for some reason. I was like, I'm gonna get them re-pierced because they don't seem to be giving me too much problem, and they've been good ever since I got them re-pierced. So I have both of them good, perfect. So I'm about to go get the big mama, the big girl, the industrial. But it was good for the most part. It was good. One thing I noticed about the piercing was that like the swelling didn't go down. Like even the first time I had it, like the swelling just would never go down. And then this time around again, the swelling did not go down. It was like the swelling would not go down the first couple of weeks. And then eventually I got it to go down a little bit, whatever. And then it just started like looking like infected, and like I could not wear it out. Like I had a keloid like on this side of it and on this side of it. And it's like, that didn't even happen the first time. So it's like, okay, maybe my body just don't want this piercing. Like maybe it's just not a good piercing for me to have. I'm like, you know what? I spent money to get her pierced. I'm gonna fight through it. I'm gonna work to the end, and I'm gonna see how it goes. And I should have never done that. I should have stopped when she started getting big and puffy again. And I didn't. I'm just taking care of it. I'm doing every method in the book. Tea, obviously washing it, make sure it's clean, leaving it alone, like not even playing with it, like not even doing none of that. Like had my hair up the whole time. Like when I got my industrial piercing up, my hair was out the way. It was, and then after that, I made sure my hair was in an updo, every style, damn near, because I did not want it to get caught to no hair. I did not want nothing to happen like that. It didn't work. Like it just did what it wanted to do anyway. Weeks go by, and the keloid is just getting bigger and nastier and crustier, and it's leaking, and it looks nasty. There's no other way to put it. It looked nasty. I was trying to hold on to that person for so long. I was trying to hold on to it for so long because it was so cute. Like even now I'm just like, no, I'm never getting that piercing again. I am definitely getting my third hole pierced up here, right up here. I'm definitely getting that. And I did want to get the other side of my nose re-pierced, which was what I should have done instead of spending the money I had on this ear piercing, that industrial. I should have spent it on redoing my second hole. I think the next piercing I'm getting is gonna be my second hole. I'm not saying that too loud before. Honestly, like where I went to go get this piercing was not the same place I went to go get the industrial and the second nose. And I think it was just the piercer. I don't know if it was like, well, obviously it was what he was using, because that a piercer should not be sinking into my nose like the first 2 days I have it. Like that just should not be happening. And then I don't know if it was a sanitary issue or what they were using or whatever the case was, but that second time I got my piercing, I really felt like the piercer like did something. I'm not saying he like tried to kill me or poison me, but I'm just feeling like the way he did it may have not been the best. Second time he re-pierced it was bad. Like it was crusting. Like I had to take it out. Like I just had to get it taken out. And when it was out, like there was just blood, and it was just crusty and yellow, and it was just not cute. And this ear has never been the same since. Like it's obviously, you look at it, it's like, okay, it's normal, but you can tell like the difference. You can tell where I had like right here and then this side, and it's just been whatever since. Like, but honestly, like not my little lot coming out. Like, girl, you need to It's the end of the video, guys. If there's something that I could say about getting piercings and getting an industrial piercing specifically, because this is what the main story and time was about, get it at the right time. Get it when it's cooler, you know, when you're not sweating as much, when you're not out as much doing stuff and going to the beach and doing this, that, and the third and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, get it at the right time. Make sure whoever you're going to is trusted, and you know, maybe it wasn't in this situation that I had a bad piercing. Maybe it was just me and what I was doing, but just in case, make sure you know who's piercing it. Make sure they're licensed, or you know, they're good enough to the point where you know they're not going to send you to the hospital. And just make sure you know you take care of it. You know, you clean it, you don't hit it, don't neglect it. Like, even if for the first few weeks or few months, like, be heavy on it, because the first few months of what you do is going to affect, you know, how it looks in 2 months, 3 months, a year from now, 2 years, whatever. So the first couple months, couple weeks, be heavy on taking care of it, and don't neglect it. Don't sit up here, whatever. Do not lay on it. Do not let things get attached to it. Do not, like, if that's the side you sleep on, and you know you sleep on this side, why would you get the piercing on that side? It don't make no sense. 5, do your research before you go get any piercing. Don't just see your little piercing on Instagram, TikTok. Oh, that's cute. Let me just go run to the piercer real quick and get it done. Do your research. You know, a lot of people piercings just don't work out for their body, and that's just them. You got to know what type of person you are and what piercings you can handle, not pain-wise, but just like recovery-wise, and just like, you know, all the stuff after. Because I can handle the pain, but the recovery and getting it healthy and getting it like to look right, it never really worked out for long. So yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. I appreciate all you guys. It's a new year. I'm coming out with content every week, every week, all the time. Y'all gonna get sick seeing me. Why am I going nowhere? So grab some popcorn and kick your feet up. That's it. Did I tell y'all subscribe? Did I? If I didn't, I'm gonna say it again. Subscribe. We just hit 150. Thank you, guys. That's it. I hit the card again. And that's all.